I'm here to address a question that I get very often, which is how do I update a pivot table? And people tend to tell me they cannot update the pivot table in Google Sheets. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Here's my pivot table, and you see I have the names of my reps and average cost per unit that I sold and the weighted average. So I have a new rep that I've added, and I needed to add his data to the table. So I'm going to go to the original sheet that has all the data. And what you have to understand is that the current pivot table is only considering what's inside of the existing data fields. So from A1 all the way down to H55. So if I simply add data here outside of the current selection, the pivot table is not going to update. So if I wanted to do this very easily, I could just, add, I'm going to insert a row above, and let's say it's all the same, but his name is Andrew. Okay, so I added Andrew here, and if I come to my data, you can see that immediately Andrew has been added. Okay, but that's, in order for me to do that, I would have to enter data inside of the existing set. Now there is also a way, let me undo, okay? There is also a way for us to add new data outside. So say I want to add it at the end. I can add Andrew here at the end. So this is outside of the original selection, okay? And if I come to the pivot table, you can see Andrew has not been updated. But what you can do, you can come to the pivot table editor and you can see what the editor is taking into consideration. So I can just edit this. I can say, look from A1 to a H56. I just added one extra row. I say OK, and you see that Andrew has been added to the pivot table. If you have still any questions on how to update, please leave them in the comments below.